Okay, so here we are again to continue Vampire the Masquerade Swansong Part 2. So I'm going to continue from Caleb Bazary. Let's go. Oh, hold on. I gotta change my sound so we don't have echoing. Oh no. There we go.
Nice badge.
Keep an eye on the elevator. I'm gonna go wait for forensics.
Okay. Let me know
Oh,
when they get
excuse me.
Okay.
Message from the sheriff.
Oof.
Prince asked more for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least. I'll know them when I see them. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Crime scene tape. Blood everywhere. Although it's a nice apartment, like really fancy. A little bit penthouse looking here.
Special Agent Smith.
The FBI.
Smith.
Finally, some backup. Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Got it.
Is Smith like the default name you go to if you know, just want to be generic fake dude? Oh, I got some.
Interesting.
The victim lost a lot of blood.
Now I'm regretting that, making him more investigatory.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Ooh, that's cheerful.
Don't worry.
I'll finish here and then I'm on my way.
Breathe. You're gonna be okay.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith. Is that some kind
See?
of joke?
Told you.
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Okay.
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room, but I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore. I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Do we know if he had a family?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia Moore, 34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa Rica and the US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
I could make a cultural joke, but I will not, out of politeness.
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
But I will state, rich guys seem to attract this crazy shit more. Especially the ones in criminal activities, so she's not wrong.
Go on.
We're still looking for the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case.
What case?
You haven't heard? At one international place. They say it was a real bloodbath. So, you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know. Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
He was decapitated. It was a pretty clean cut.
Oof.
Bullet wound in the right hip. A signet ring with a beaver on it. Moore went to MIT.
Alright.
There's a retainer here somewhere.
Oops.
Moore's driver's license.
Kind of an Asian more. He has monies. And a fidelity card. Alright. Apparently either the cops stopped the coffee or the criminals brought their coffee trays on the way. Alright. Fancy, huh? Guy likes weapons. Oh, I can look at it.
This sort of formal decor might impress Boston high society, but not me.
I don't know, I like shinies. Anyway, what else we got down here? We got stairs. That's where we came in. And a big-ass fish tank. Dude clearly likes fish. Although I'd hate to be the guy who has to clean this thing. Oh look, there's a treasure chest.
Interesting.
Sunken ship.
My ship ended up at the bottom of the sea as well, like my other lives.
Alright. Oh, sword missing.
One of the weapons is missing.
Guess he was beheaded with whatever was there. Blood spatter. Blood spatter. Blood
The
spatter.
apartment has changed since my last visit.
Oof, where's my flashlight when I need it? I lost track of the blood spatter because it was too dark. Alright. Well, it was in this general direction. Ooh, fancy card.
A real jungle in the heart of Boston. A truly peaceful oasis. Why were you looking for peace, Jason? I warned you, Jason. God, did I warn you?
Don't have kids.
We destroy all that we touch.
Nice view though, huh? You can see the whole city. Anyway, looks like the kid was coloring while somebody was drinking wine and smoking. Pura vida. What else we got back?
They wanted to bring a little vacation back home.
Oh. Gardening storage?
It seems like gardening is a real passion for Lydia. Not sure Jason shares your enthusiasm.
Hey, I like plants. Nothing wrong with plants. Looks like she's got lights rather than windows for these ones. We've got a... here. Bathroom? Not mentioned the bathroom. Fancy bathroom. Alright, there's people in here, which I'll wait. I'll continue looking before I talk to the peoples. We've got footsteps out this way, and a blood spatter out that way. We'll look at stuff. Oh, family photo.
Jason, Lydia, and June. A little family all together. And in large format.
Looks very Latin.
June, who looks more like Jason than Lydia. Jason, proud of his family and his success. Lydia, radiant and beaming.
Someone clearly ordered pizza, too. And left banana peels all over. Why would you leave banana peels there?
Interesting.
Okay, I probably want to look around so I know all the stuff to ask them about first, right? Is that a thing? Wow.
It's awful.
Okay, I eat this guy, but I don't need to yet.
Looks like Lydia's planner.
Did you find anything?
Still looking.
Case of emergency, call Pura Vida. This looks like a spilled glass of wine.
Why is the FBI interested in more?
His name came up in several financial investigations we're working on.
Whoever was here is a slob.
Come on. It'll pass. Don't worry.
Contaminating the crime
Bloody
scene,
prints
buddy.
on these bags.
There was a bathroom, you know.
There are bloody prints on these bags. Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then... give me a minute, and I'll head back.
The sight of blood. We've all been there, haven't we?
No.
Alright, there's upstairs.
What a mess.
There's a room in here I can't get to. There's a person down here to talk to. And then there was stairs up here. There was a blood trail. It goes up these stairs, okay.
This is terrible.
Wow, that's gaudy. You know, when you flaunt this kind of wealth, you usually attract bad stuff. There's a lot of people who would be very envious of that wealth. Okay. Oh, we got stuff here.
The ghoul who was searching here was looking for something specific. Ugh, what a mess. A fortress security catalog. They install highly secure rooms.
So he's got a safe somewhere that's in a wall. A secret passage. A hidden weapons rack. And a panic room. There's got one of these things at least. Otherwise, why have the manual, right? Oh.
Nobody, what are you playing at?
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Don't mess with me. Who are you?
Calm down, Mr. Bazori. I meant no disrespect. I work for the council.
Why would the council have sent her without warning me?
Most of the time, they send me to clean up.
Are you behind this?
No, I got here after it happened.
What's that file you've got?
Oh, an account file. Have it. Here you go.
Okay. Let's see how much she knows. All right. What have you found?
Oh, I'm a little embarrassed. I'm not really allowed to talk about my missions.
I don't have time for this. Give me what you have.
What I've got. Of course, sir. Here. That's everything.
You made the right choice. Tell me exactly what they asked you to do.
I got a message at 2:20 telling me to go to this address. I was supposed to pick up more and some financial documents. After that, I was supposed to wait for further instructions.
Read the message you received.
Target, Jason Moore. Address, 200 Clarendon Street, top floor. Exfiltrate target if possible. Otherwise, final elimination. Destroy Katapata's files. Complete mission for further instructions.
If I had gotten to Moore before you did...
I would have had to take him out.
Well, you could have tried. Well...
I hope I'm not going to have any trouble.
But there's no point in having two of us here. You're going to go home now.
Very well, Mr. Bazori.
I probably overdid it with the blood usage. I don't know, I don't want the competition. Okay, I gotta go downstairs and eat somebody, I guess. Because I went crazy with the blood usage there. Where'd this guy go?
Meet me there.
Of course.
Oh shit. That was not right. disconnected my button. Oh well, we'll just be evil. Finish him off. So I can restart the mission so I don't screw up that badly. That's better. Alright, no more redos. Let's just continue on what we were doing. So, upstairs.
Interesting.
Where was I? There was a door here. And then there was this way, which I just checked. And this door. Ooh. Okay. So the ghoul has gone through all of this stuff.
The mayor's deeds.
Clearly they want more than just our private files.
Deeds. Stock portfolios. Moore doesn't just manage the Camaria's business. A Boston manufacturer's files.
Oh, what's this one?
Portfolios of old shares.
Okay. There is a locked door here.
This is where I met Moore for the first time. Human logic is beyond me. What's the point in doing that?
Okay, he's ripping up photos or magazine. While he was smoking? Okay.
A souvenir from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange.
Excuse me.
A souvenir from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange.
Huh. Oh, it's just it.
Son of a bitch wasn't messing around. Have you seen all that cash?
Nice collection. Working for us has its advantages.
I guess he just picks a bill he likes best of each culture. Maybe they're rare bills, who knows. I am not a money aficionado or whatever. Oh, got a key. Oh, coin. Got a briefcase? I can't search that. Got a desk? Oh, we have a button.
A safe. Now we just have to find the code.
Okay.
Lydia and June at the beach.
Oh, no. Looks like there was something in there. Key. The archives. I need a code to the safe. Okay. So, wall safe. Hold on. Wall safe. Is this the archives over here that I have a key for? Yes.
Dijon, are you making plans in case things go south? Or are you planning to leave us? I understand better now. The prince asked more for a complete report on the members of the Primogen. An auction. Acquisition of Lot 87. Dijon Siaka. A trumpet belonging to Don Ellis.
Jazz guy? That's not surprising. Okay. So, safe. Were there clues about the safe in this book? It was a wall safe, right?
A fortress security catalog. They install highly secure rooms.
15-point locking through here. Okay. Still have to find the...
A drafting table. That must be Lydia's desk.
Casa Perdida. They keep using that word everywhere. Oh. It's June's date of birth. Don't wait up for me, sweetie. I left it. Post it in your planner. Did you see it? Uh-oh.
Dad gave me a phone this morning for the first day of school. He surprised me, and I'm coming to see you tonight. Don't tell Abuelita, it'll be a surprise to her. And Dad's coming too. I can't wait to get there. XOXOXOXO.
Damn it, Lydia. I can't do it without you. If you could just see June. I can't tell anyone. I'm not gonna make it. I'm sorry. I apologize for everything. I should have left. The three of us should have gone. Stayed at Pura Vida the way you wanted. I'm so sorry for what they did to you. I'll always love you, Lydia. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Where's this planner?
My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns.
Cold, buddy, cold.
June's whole life in pictures.
Oh, there's the
June
birthday.
celebrating her 4th birthday.
So it's 4/3/15.
We're waiting for the forensics.
All right, 4/3/15. Wait.
June celebrating her 4th
birthday. So it's 4/3/11. Let me go do that before I forget, because I don't have the greatest memory with these numbers. Wait. Was it 4/3/11? But he's hitting these buttons. Okay, now I'm confused. We have blood hints. And it's said it's supposed to be, look into your planner. It's June's birthday. But June's birthday is here.
June's whole life in pictures.
Is that 9? 5? Is it 4/9/11? I'm confused. Maybe it's 4/9/10. Oh. Aha.
There was a lot of money involved. We're not going to get a return on our investment anytime soon. A thank you letter from Fortress Security after the installation of a system for more. Maybe he kept it for reference. I've already heard about this company somewhere.
He installed product 442452. 4452. Four, 452. Oh.
Ugh, what a mess.
Aha, so he has a panic room. Okay, so we know he's got a panic room somewhere. We have to find it. Hold on, and I just realized there's a staircase back here, which I did not see.
I should put some money on that. Officer Baker, can I help you?
Were you the first person to arrive at the scene of the crime?
Yes, sir. My partner and I were the first to get here.
Just tell me about it.
We got the call around 2:20. The caretaker had called because a resident was injured. It took us about 20 minutes to get here. The poor guy was in a panic. He told us he'd seen one of the tenants, Jason Moore, enter the building, and he looked hurt. He was being held up by his 2 bodyguards, and he was bleeding a lot.
Did he see the wound?
Yeah, he said the victim was holding his right hip. So I went upstairs with the caretaker. We saw blood in the elevator and on the landing. I rang the doorbell, but nobody answered, so the caretaker opened the door. I identified myself. There were traces of blood leading down the hall away from the entrance, and just after that, I found the decapitated body.
Did your partner come with you?
No, he stayed in the foyer to secure the entrance to the building.
Did you touch the body?
No. There was nothing I could do to help him. So I secured the scene. I put my gloves on to take his ID out of his jacket pocket so we could identify him. Then I called it in.
Where was the caretaker during that time?
I told him not to come inside, but he followed me. When he saw the corpse, he was really shaken. He wouldn't let go of me.
Then what did you do?
I called for backup. They told me that forensics would get here as soon as they could. They were out at another case. That was their top priority.
After that?
I secured the entrance to the apartment. After that, I searched the ground floor. There was nobody around. But from the looks of things, somebody searched the apartment. When Sergeant Lehane got here, she took care of upstairs. It's a good thing, too, because it took everyone else another 15 minutes to get here. She didn't find anyone there.
So there's no sign of the family, then?
Nothing. The place is empty.
That's it?
Oh yeah. The guys in the parking lot said they saw one of Moore's cars leave after he came home. Hey, do you think the wife was in cahoots with one of the bodyguards to get rid of the husband?
I'm listening.
Well, a lot of times in cases like these, it's the spouse who did it. What if the wife was having an affair with one of the bodyguards? She packs up her and her daughter's stuff, while her lover lures the husband into a trap somewhere. For some reason, things don't go according to plan. He comes home injured and figures out what's going on. He attacks his wife, and the bodyguard kills him to protect her with whatever he happens to find. Makes sense, doesn't it?
I think you've been watching a little too much TV.
I don't know, I think it's more related to the party than...
It was my greatest pleasure before. Now everything tastes like ashes.
Nope.
Live stock prices. I had fun for a while too, at first.
Kato Patas. Supposed to erase everything related to this stock for some reason. Okay. We got a magnetic key. And hold on, he said the guy was injured in his right hip. Was that where the wound was on the body? I don't remember it being there. I suppose it's a little higher than that. That's like chest, kidney level, right? That's interesting. Is this not the boss? Okay, maybe I should just talk to these guys.
I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Mr. Adams?
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
I guess psychology is one maybe more successful at.
Sir, listen to me. You had nothing to do with this. You did the right thing.
He was bleeding. I saw him.
I know. And you did the right thing. You offered to help.
He didn't answer. How could I have known?
You called the police. There was nothing more you could do. That's not your fault.
What should I have done?
You tried everything.
Are you sure? Yes, I did everything I could. You're right. What do you want to know?
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. A newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients. Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes?
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No. He was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us. Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man. He would never have disrespected his wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always has something nice to say to the staff. And is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica. She goes there pretty often. She's an architect, and she likes to work in her home country. She has family there.
Do you think anyone could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no. I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. But not to that point.
I imagine the girl left with her mother?
Not at all. It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Do you know his bodyguards?
Yeah, there's Jack, James, and Wu. But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that? That was their job, right? They were paid to protect him.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
No. But believe you me, if I ever see them again, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
Tell me about the evening again, please. What happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with his 3 bodyguards earlier in the evening. One of them got in the car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping. He was leaning on one of his bodyguards, and He was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs, and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those two goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line several times.
Did he pick up?
Not once. So I went upstairs and rang the doorbell, but nobody answered. So I went back down to the front desk and I called you.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please. Does the name Fortress Security mean anything to you?
Does it ever? Hard to forget them. They came out here last year to work on a project for about 2 weeks. And Mrs. Moore had interior designers here just about every season. But this time, the workers showed no respect for the common areas. There were 4 of them, and I can tell you, they made quite a mess. I had to clean up the debris and plaster they left behind them for weeks.
Any idea what they were working on?
No. I mind my own business.
4 workers here for 2 weeks who left behind loads of debris and plaster. They weren't here for a small project. Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions.
All right.
Somebody slept here.
So I got a key card. 2 key cards. One to the basement. Did I get the one for here? Aha! Anything in here? Nope.
Fine vintages imported from Europe. Moore knew how to treat his guests.
Oh, back exit. Okay. Elevator. Okay, I'm finished checking upstairs. Then I'll go downstairs. So I was in here. I never finished the kids' room. I got distracted by the safe code.
The diary of an 8-year-old girl, June, Jason's daughter.
Any news, guys?
We're waiting on CSU for that. There.
Okay. Another hidden secret for you. Good luck decoding. Okay, so that's 9. TY 5 L E R Tyler I in 5-6. 5L. Love. Y. I. Wait, what? 9. Oh, sorry. She's written it down. It's like Tyler is in love with you. It's already written down and circled to tell me what the thing is. I don't even have to decode that one. Okay. What do we got? Got an interesting bedroom here. Like a little fortress nook.
Oh.
Did you inherit your mother's artistic talent, June?
You got another bunny. Clearly she likes bunnies. Good choice. Another good view. She likes music. Five, 8, 6, 3. Five LUOE. Nope. I can see my things much. Okay.
Oh?
A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her.
Okay. We've got...
I've never been in this part of the apartment before. Poems in Lydia's mother tongue.
Gold coin. Oh, your phone.
A cell phone. Locked, of course.
Okay, I need a code. Let me open any of these. Okay, well the blood seems to come into here.
It must have been used to dress a wound. Bottle of disinfectant. Obviously handled by someone who was bleeding. The concept of a laundry basket seems too abstract for some people.
Yeah, there's none of the clothes are in the basket. They're all over the floor. Okay, so someone dressed a wound. In the tub. Okay. So I should go downstairs. I need a passcode for a phone. And zero. First aid kit, no one touched. Nothing in here. Oh, keys. There are no keys. Alright.
Can you take a look at the cards, please?
I'll run the plates.
Hey, mister. You can't go into the parking garage. It's a crime scene.
Agent Smith, FBI.
Oh, hi. Officer Norton. They didn't tell me you were coming down.
Got something?
Wyatt saw Moore leave at 2:25.
Wyatt?
The parking attendant. Part security guard, part valet. Anyway, a car that belonged to the victim left in a hurry. Or at least he thought it was Moore, until he found out he got his head cut off. There's skid marks on the ground and signs of a minor accident at the exit. He must have really been in a hurry.
Well, I've got a few questions. Where's the witness?
Wyatt? He's in the security booth over there. He's super nice. I don't think you'll need to question him again.
You mentioned skid marks.
Yeah, they're very distinct. They start from his parking space and go all the way to the exit. They clean this place twice a day, so there's no doubt they're fresh. The driver peeled out of here in a hurry.
And you said there was an accident near the exit.
Yeah, minor one. Broken headlight, paint marks. He must have had a hard time handling it.
Do we know what kind of car it was?
Yeah, we called it in. It's the victim's sports car. Wyatt said there's only the sedan left.
Did you find anything else?
No, that's it. Since we're still waiting for forensics, we gotta be careful. But you know how it is, right? Let me know if you have any other questions.
Okay. So there's 3 bodyguards and 1 dead body. Did the bodyguards run away? Well, we know there's a panic room, so someone might be in the panic room. But someone ran away.
Did you find anything?
Still looking.
I don't have a key for this. Okay. I need to find the car keys. These are the skid marks. They hit the wall here.
A vehicle ran into the wall.
Did he swerve around something? They swerved around rats.
Agent Smith, FBI.
Oh, hello. McLean. Can I help you?
Just a few questions. Moore had several cars, right?
Yeah, I think so. But you better talk to Wyatt about that.
Your colleague mentioned an accident that happened tonight. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, no. Not yet. Wyatt told us everything he knows.
You questioned the caretaker when you arrived?
We didn't have to. Wyatt told us everything we needed. He's a real team player.
Okay,
If
I
you want
gotta
to
take
find out
this
more,
guy.
you should talk to,
Wyatt.
Oh, so you know him too?
That's what they're all telling me. Okay, so I'm guessing he's in the security office.
Hello, Mr. Bazori.
You must be mistaken. I'm Smith. Agent Smith.
Yeah, sure.
Do I know you?
Everyone knows who you are.
Is it just me, or are you pals with all the cops around here?
Let's just say I'm pretty intuitive. You know what I mean. In the years you've been hunting us, you've acquired a hell of a reputation among our kind. I didn't know you would come. I'm not looking for any trouble. I didn't do anything wrong.
Just who the hell are you?
Me? I'm nobody. The name's Wyatt Alvarez. I was embraced 5 years ago.
A thin blood. I spent years hunting them when Quentin King ruled Boston.
Unfortunately for me, the blood of my sire was already weak. So I can still catch glimpses of the sun, but I don't have actual powers.
Who created you?
His name was Victor, but he died last year.
Do the kindred know you exist?
Yeah. I followed the rules, but the prince told me he never wanted to see me again, so I try not to make waves. I try to help out, here and there. I'm hoping someone will notice one day, and I'll be allowed to become a true kindred.
That's not very likely, if you ask me. I hope it works out for you.
I'm doing what I can. Actually, if you could put a word in with the prince, I'd be eternally grateful.
I don't get involved in that kind of thing.
Of course, obviously. But seeing as how I'm already working for your child, Mr. Underwood, I thought that maybe...
You work for Beryl?
Yes. I also work at a red salon, a couple of hours each day.
What do you do there, exactly?
Cleaning, mostly.
Interesting.
What are you doing here, then?
I thought it was a pretty cushy gig. It leaves me with a lot of spare time, even while I'm on the job. And it also means I can live at night.
Are you involved in what happened up there?
Not at all. I swear. I've got a sweet job here. I'd never risk it.
So what happened?
I've got no clue. My shift started at 10 p.m., as usual. The sixth floor tenant left around 11. At midnight, one of Mr. Moore's bodyguards came down to get the car. They were going to a party, apparently. I didn't see them come back. Then, around 2:20 or so, one of Mr. Moore's cars went flying out of here. It hit the wall near the exit.
Did you recognize the car?
Yeah, it was his sports car. The only one like it here.
Did you see who was behind the wheel?
No, it's got tinted windows. I thought it was Mr. Moore at first. But from what happened upstairs, I doubt it now. Hey, were you the one who...
You really think if it was me who did it, I'd be standing around here trying to figure out what happened? What can you tell me about Moore?
I saw him a lot. He's the tenant I got to know best because of his working hours. And he was the most generous when it came to maintaining his cars, too.
Anything in particular about Mrs. Moore?
Yeah, I see her every once in a while. Sometimes I see her with a girl, coming back from vacation. Sure is good they weren't here tonight.
What makes you say that?
Well, Mrs. Moore's car. I haven't seen it in the garage for weeks, and she's the one who took the girl to school. Mr. Moore told me they were on vacation, and he was going to go join them soon.
That's interesting.
Did you see the bodyguards today?
James came by earlier this evening to move Mr. Moore's car, but I haven't seen them since.
So, Some people think the girl was on vacation. Some people think the girl was here in school.
That'll be all for now.
At your service, Mr. Bazori.
Oh. You can see the parking attendant's car. Staff. Why is his back door open?
There's nothing in it.
Okay. But why is his back door open? If he's working by himself, you don't bring a passenger to work. Okay, what else is over here? Staff locker room?
Even access to the trash is restricted here.
Okay. Oh, he was in the trash.
Locked.
Okay. So Wyatt has the trash access? Is there a button I can push? Find the beer?
Did you want something else?
How do you open the dumpsters in the garbage room?
What dumpster?
The dump... Are you toying with me?
No, but the cops already looked. There's nothing there.
Open it.
Mr. Bazori, I promise you won't find anything there. And I can't open it anyway. It's for staff only. Why do you want to go through the trash anyway?
You sure you want to piss me off, Wyatt?
No, no, no. Of course not, Mr. Bazori. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Listen.
We're just gonna forget this conversation ever happened. And...
Excuse me? You didn't just try to corrupt my memories, did you?
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Mr. Bazori. I shouldn't have. I know. How can I make it up to you?
Before I get really angry, do you want to tell me what the hell is going on?
I'm scared, Mr. Bazori. Scared of what you're gonna think when you see what I've been doing in there. I didn't mean any disrespect.
You're not doing a very good job. Get a grip, man.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Bazori.
Open it now.
Just promise me you won't touch anything. Some of my stuff is in there. Please, don't touch it.
Your little shenanigans are the least of my worries. Do you think I came all the way here just to empty your cupboards?
No, of course not. But...
You know who you're talking to. Do you really think a thin blood like yourself could have anything at all that would be of value to me? That includes your very existence.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I know. I'm sorry. All right. It's open.
Wouldn't you rather tell me what you're hiding in there?
Well, I cook a little. A guy's gotta survive. I don't have to tell you that. I don't make a whole lot of money here.
What do you cook?
Oh, a little of everything. But I've got all my stuff in there. And there's some pretty rare ingredients.
Rare?
Yeah. And kinda illegal, too.
Such as?
In some recipes, well, I use vials of kindred's blood, for instance.
Whose blood?
Well, it depends on what I can find.
Okay, but what have you got right now, exactly?
If I tell you, can it stay just between us?
You're not fucking going to start again.
Okay. Okay, I managed to obtain some of Quentin King's blood.
Where did you find King's blood?
You can find anything on the black market, you know.
So you're not sure it's actually his blood?
Yes, it is. I had it tested. And when I used it in one of my formulas, the effects were off the charts. It took me a week to come down, and I still don't know if it was real. That guy was something else. One more thing, boss.
Don't call me that.
I hope we'll meet again, Mr. Missouri.
Why, it's makeshift lab. And it's not meth. Rusty cans. Who would want to take that? Empty soda cans. Old chicken feet. A shoe with worn out leather. I wonder what he's cooking with that garbage.
Well, I stole his stuff. See what else is in the trash.
Ugh, packaging to be recycled. Garbage. Ugh. Huh. Oh. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Oh.
Woo.
Okay. Who's this dead guy?
If it was a bodyguard who died in the lobby, where the hell is Moore?
Alright, so we found the bodyguard's head.
Nothing.
So, there's 2 bodyguards and more missing.
Nothing of interest. Nothing.
So I'm still missing the key. I need a key. There's the phone. And the key to the car downstairs. So there was a key holder here. But there's no key here. I missed the key?
Ugh, what a stench. When I knew him, he took better care of himself. What's going on with him? Looks like Lydia's planner. Lydia's life seems to revolve around June and her home in Costa Rica, with Jason often absent.
What a stink.
His poor family. Such a violent crime. It's just unbelievable.
Oh yeah, he's still standing in here. So, one dead guy, who's Wu.
Moore's driver's license. Bullet wound in the right hip.
It's supposed to be the hip? Uh-huh.
I'm gonna throw up.
There's supposed to be a key and something to unlock the phone. Can't search the other drawers? Oops. There's all this stuff already. I found a file here. Trumpet.
I should put some money on that.
It was my greatest pleasure
Right.
before. Now everything tastes like ashes.
That's what happens when you get depressed and jaded about life. Or the quality of all the goods and services degrades to nothing. Or, you know, you become a vampire. totally. Yeah, I never did like these floating desks. I guess it's a different way of doing it. No legs, you use hanging things. Legs seem so much more efficient though. I still do not see car keys. She's 8. I don't know that she would have car keys. Although the person who sped away couldn't drive, it seems, or swerved out of the way of the rads.
Hurry up. Something, guys.
I'll finish here and I'm on my way.
June 5863. 5863. 58. Is that a phone number I can call? There's a phone here, right?
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Is that the password to the phone? Wait. It's a swipey thing, right? Is that the swipey thing? It was an M, right? Ah! So it's June's phone? It looks like it's Lydia's phone? It's Lydia's phone. What? I thought Lydia was on vacation.
Lydia was killed.
Uh-oh.
It's not pretty.
Beryl.
Dad? Thank you, thank you, thank you! The man you sent to pick me up from school told me I was going to see Mommy! And I'm so happy! And sorry about yesterday, okay? I'm so happy! Thanks, Dad! You're gonna come join us this time, right? XOXOXOXOXO!
Uh-oh. That's not good. The kid was picked up from school, and Mom's dead.
Good evening, Jason. I need you tomorrow night at Nakatomi Plaza. We are getting the family together, and I would like to tell them about our agricultural and food business plan. Round up the numbers and bring them with you. Obviously, this invitation cannot be refused. B. Jason, my cousins didn't show up after all. Stay home if you haven't left, or meet me at Hazel's house if you want. Call me back and tell me where you are.
So, September 5th at 1:15, is that before or after the party? September 3rd is before the party. Okay. So hold on, I recognize that BNT Corp who sent the message for the girl. That's the guy who was sending emails, right? Beryl. Is that Beryl? So did Beryl kidnap the girl? And he booked a trip to Hong Kong. Before Beryl's calling him. Beryl seems like he's doing something sketchy. Okay, so I still don't have Hilda or Beryl's files. Hilda or Beryl's files. Nothing in here. Hilda or Beryl's files. So he had Lydia's bloody phone. Oh, I haven't looked at this yet. There's Beryl's file.
Beryl, will you ever change? Someone tossed a bunch of stuff in this bag, in a hurry to leave.
Aha, there's the car keys. So we don't know where the kid is, except that she was picked up by maybe by Beryl's men. Okay, there's the Hilda file.
Any news, guys?
Still looking.
Hilda's planned for everything, even her eventual end.
She's really obsessed with them, huh? That's it? That's it? But I didn't find the panic room yet. Panic room. In case of emergency, call Pura Vida. What's the number for Pura Vida? Okay, if I was going to put a panic room in this building, it'd probably be on this side, right? Because it's not as deep. You just have like a thin little bathroom. And a gardening room. So... how do I call? I guess I go back to the phone that was in the bedroom. And what the... how do I call Pura Vida?
FBI. Send it in the cavalry.
Pura Vida, Pura Vida. Pura Vida. Didn't look that was this house? This says Pura Vida.
The blueprints of a house on the west coast of Costa Rica. Pura Vida Extension Project.
Pura Vida. There's no, like, phone logs, right? News? Like, I can't use either the phone, right? I can't use the phone? I can't go to... Is it, like, literal? Oh, it's literal. Okay. That's the letters. Okay. Oh, he goes to the back of closets. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Oh, point of no return. I've done all the objectives, right? Yes, okay. Okay, what's down here? Flashlight? Aha! Sword. There's the sword.
Jason, so that's where you were hiding.
Aha. And nothing else I can look at? Okay.
Huh? What the...
Good evening, Jason.
Mr. Bazzori. How did you...
Maybe think about letting us know the next time you build a private bunker.
It's just that...
She sent me to find you.
No. Not now. She found out about everything, didn't she?
I don't understand anything you just said, but get up. We're going.
I can't. I absolutely have to catch a plane tonight.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm begging you. Please, just let me go.
Nope. Should recharge first.
Okay, you've got 3 minutes to explain why you've got to go.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bazzori. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
All right then, suit yourself. Before we go, what the hell is this mess all over your place?
It's not my fault. I tried to cover up my departure. My bodyguards wanted to take me to the prince, right after the shooting at the party. But I couldn't.
Your flight?
Yeah. I wanted to buy me some time. I pretended I had to get some files that were at my house for the prince. Once I got here, I sent James to my office with my car. Supposedly to pick up some more files there.
Alright, bodyguard 2.
Kill Wu by taking him by surprise. I cut off his head and threw it down the garbage chute. I put my college class ring on him and gave him my wallet.
Don't you need the ID to get on
I'm
the
sorry,
plane?
Mr. Bazzori. I had no choice.
You don't do things halfway.
Unless he has a spare or a fake ID.
We've wasted enough time here. Get up.
I'm not going to be able to go with you, Mr. Bazzori. I've lost too much blood. I'm having a hard time staying conscious.
I must take you back to the prince, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I'm begging you. I've always refused. I want to stay free.
I'm not really giving you a choice. Drink. That's enough.
June will die if you don't let me go.
Stay behind me.
Okay. I gotta exfiltrate him. Oof, I didn't recharge.
Stay behind me.
Oh, Agent Smith. Wait, is that Jason Moore? You found him? Oh, we gotta get to
Everything's fine, officer. I'll take care of him.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh dear.
You've never seen us.
I don't know that I'm gonna have enough energy for this.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Stay close.
Hey, stop! Don't move! Put your hands behind your head, damn it! On the ground! I'm gonna shoot!
That's enough, officer.
My head.
Shit.
Don't you move a
hands
muscle.
on your head.
Hands behind your head.
Let me
I
see
swear
those
to
hands.
God,
Let
don't
me
you
see
move.
those
I
hands.
said
You
stay
move.
move. How scared you are. Don't you move. I swear to God.
On your knees! On your knees! Don't be if you move, you're dead.
Everyone calm the fuck down. Everyone stay calm.
All right, we're good.
On your knees,
okay?
put your weapon on the ground.
Do what he
Jason, get
says.
in the elevator.
It's all right. Do what he says. Put it down.
We made it.
Here we do it.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
We made it. We made it.
Stop. I'm sorry. Moore needs to come with me, Mr. Bazori. We work for the same person.
Stay out of this.
I don't have a choice, sir. I have my orders.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. I have my orders. You know what would have happened if I had disobeyed?
Get up. We're leaving.
I'm getting up. I'm getting up.
Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, I failed. He died. I didn't do something right with that. Alright, let's go. Oh, we're back to him. Um... Making him scary. Okay, I guess we'll do that. For better or worse, let's just go.
And like always, you've completed your mission.
Like always?
Those words don't come from me. You must know what they say about you here.
No, I don't know. Enlighten me.
Well, you have kind of a reputation. It's actually rather flattering.
What exactly do they say?
Oh, you want to know? I didn't think...
Simple curiosity, nothing more.
Everybody kept saying that Caleb Bazori has been in tough spots before, and that you come through them unscathed. They were right.
Don't listen to gossip. Forge your own opinions.
Don't worry about it.
It's not a natural thing here. It takes some experience.
Mens et manus.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. It's Latin. My mind wandered for a moment. You didn't tell me what was in those files you gave the prince.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
To make up your own mind about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think your success on the mission could play to our advantage? I mean, for...
The prince will decide your fate when the time comes. Being useful to her can't hurt. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals?
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child, Beryl Underwood, did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Fang, are you sure that's all this is about?
Yes, obviously.
Fang, we can't trust Beryl. I want you to stay away from him, for your own good. Do you understand?
Yes. Loud and clear. I'll be careful.
Don't dwell on it anymore. He's not worth wasting your energy. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fang, I'm going to have a word with him.
Oh? To Beryl? Why?
I trust you, but I don't trust him. I asked you not to go near him. Apparently, I didn't make myself clear enough.
I thought the prince was gonna call for you any minute now.
I'm sure I'll have enough time to Clear the air with him first, once and for all. While you're waiting, stay put.
As you wish.
Just one more, and then you can go rest.
All right.
I promise.
Thanks, Ms. Ortiz.
I won't move a muscle.
Disappointing.
All right. One more bite, and I'm done for the night.
Any news here?
Everyone is stressed out. I've never seen anything like it. They're all talking in hushed voices. They barely dare to look at each other.
People and their moods. I'm not interested in that.
I saw them take one of Jason Moore's bodyguards below. To question him, I imagine. That could be of interest to you. Say, how are things with the girl?
Excuse me.
It's Zhu Feng, right?
She's not a girl.
Things going okay?
The interest certain people have taken in her has given me cause for concern.
Maybe that's something you should talk about with the person in question. Do you think you'll embrace her soon?
As soon as possible, once the prince gives me permission.
You met Fang at MIT, didn't you?
I first discovered her by reading one of her articles.
What does she write?
She studies the blue economy.
To each his own. I don't even know what that means.
It's about hope. A hope of making up for centuries of exploitation.
Since when are you concerned about that?
Since I saw Beryl poison our kind.
Blood or money? I've never embraced anyone.
How come?
The story of my life, and my unlife. I have no progeny, mortal or otherwise.
By choice?
Yes, and no. When things weren't so strict, I could have asked, but I didn't have anyone in mind. Not like you and Fang. Now it's too late, as I've clearly been made to understand.
You shouldn't have any regrets, Sylvia. Sometimes your progeny can be quite a disappointment.
I've already heard that from my own parents. Be that as it may, I hope the prince will allow you to do it.
I don't know.
I hope last night isn't weighing on you too heavily.
I'm all right.
The prince won't base her decision on just that. You've already proven your worth, Mr. Bazori.
We'll see about that. I'd better be going.
See you.
A message from Caius. Need you downstairs. Urgent issue. Bad timing. I'm going to have to choose. Help Caius or speak with Beryl.
I should probably do Beryl because I'm more intimidating. Right? Is that a good choice? No.
I've seen princes come and go. In the end, it always comes down to a struggle for power between the prince and their primogen. Hazel is strong, but will she last much longer?
Dunham?
Mr. Bazori, your child is in his office.
Caleb, by all means, make...
Pissed off!
You here? How extraordinarily rare. To what do I owe the honor?
Enough, Beryl. Did you speak with Feng?
I'm not one to keep an eye on the comings and goings of your retainers.
Did you speak to her?
So much fuss about nothing.
You'd better confess.
Are you threatening me? That's beneath you.
You're not an authority on dignity.
I ran into her recently, it's true, but we hardly said a word to one another.
I will not accept your explanation. I thought I had made myself clear about her.
Unlike you, I don't try to control the lives of those around me. Feng still enjoys a certain degree of freedom, doesn't she, to choose whom she sees? We ran into each other by accident, and we didn't speak for long.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
I know you all too well, Beryl. Strings being pulled from the shadows is your trademark. You sought her out. You're trying to get something from her.
Parts of the old you still linger. I'm impressed with everything you're juggling. I'm almost flattered. It's been such a long time since you've paid any attention to me.
The show is for Fang, not you.
Let's say you're right, and I'm the one who is behind our little meeting. I really don't see the harm in it.
It's not your business to understand.
I'd really like to, though. I just wanted to give her some advice. To help guide her through this brave, dangerous new world. When it comes to that, I don't think you're doing enough. Am I mistaken?
You needn't worry. She's been introduced to everyone. I don't intend to leave her defenseless among the drooling predators skulking in the corners. And she might just surprise you.
I'm sure she will.
She's worth far more than your estimations.
Is she worth more than me?
Are you sure you want an answer to that?
All right, all right. I never took you for the fatherly sort. But I guess anyone at any age is vulnerable to the winds of change. Your concern for Feng is to your credit. It really is. However, I can't help making comparisons with my own past experiences.
You shouldn't.
It was long ago, I admit. But I'm still your only child.
You're jealous.
I'm not jealous. Although I do regret the unfortunate turn our relationship has taken.
Yep, I figured that wasn't gonna work.
I'm worried about Feng, honestly. You would worry too if you were in my shoes. I just want to make sure she doesn't go through the same thing I did. The crushing weight of disappointment. The distance. The disdain.
Beryl, I'm sorry. I made a mistake with you.
A mistake? What, pray tell, did you ever do to make things go awry? You dropped me in a hornet's nest and left me to dodge the stings. I've been nothing but alone from the very start. You gave up, Caleb. And did you ever once consider fixing your mistake?
That's why I'm doing things differently with Fang. I don't want to make the same mistake again.
Ah, such eloquence, which never ceases to surprise me. You've always wielded words with such deadly skill. But there is one small detail it seems you have forgotten. You won't be there for her much longer.
What?
Think about it. You're the oldest person in this city now. It gnaws at you like it does all the elders. You can feel it inside you, and it will grow and grow until you finally give in. How long do you think it will be before you leave too?
You feel the beckoning too. You're not much younger than I am. But you're far weaker. I'll be able to resist as long as it takes to finish my work here. But will you?
I don't know.
That's the difference between you and I. I don't doubt. I will stay.
If I understand you right, and I think I do, we're of the same mind. With a few minor differences.
Is that so?
We both want what's best for Fang. So then why can't I see her?
You are my progeny, my only child, and I'm here to ask you one very simple thing. Think of it as a favor if you want.
But you don't see that I think I'd be doing you a disfavor. Fang needs to talk, and your only child is a precious resource, don't you think?
I don't owe you an explanation. I don't ask you about what you do with your retainers.
And I don't prevent them from coming to see you. Why treat me any differently? For once, I was looking out for someone. I know you think I'm selfish, a manipulator, but things aren't always black or white. You of all people should know that. I'm worried for Fang. She needs someone, because you can't be there for her all the time.
I thought I had made myself clear. I don't want to hear about any more secret meetings between the two of you.
Have no fear. I know what I must do.
Watch yourself.
I think we've said just about all there is to say.
One more thing. A little bird told me about your operations in South America.
My dear sire, for someone I thought had no interest in business, you're remarkably well informed.
Nothing can stay hidden from the court forever.
Where's the harm in it?
Your actions have consequences for the Camarilla that you haven't considered. You could endanger the Masquerade. Don't you think you should speak to the Prince about it?
I don't see how my personal business concerns her. She's already having enough trouble getting us out of this mess she's dragged us into.
You hold her responsible for this?
She's in charge, isn't she? She hosted the party. It's only natural to hold her accountable, isn't it?
If the court were to hear what you just said...
Ha! Do you really think I'm the only one who thinks this? You'd best be going.
I wasn't planning on staying. Be sure of that.
It's been a pleasure. Please excuse me if I don't see you out.
Sketchy dude, huh?
He's unpredictable. I need to take more drastic measures if I want to stop him from causing trouble.
Caleb.
Caius again. They locked it down. Too late to go see him. Hazel is probably ready to see me now. I won't make her wait.
The soldier is on furlough.
Not for long, I'm afraid. The prince will undoubtedly have some new task for me.
At least she trusts you. She hardly speaks to her primogen. Even Beryl is in the dark.
He's not used to that. It'll be good for him. I heard you were doing business with him.
It's something to do with the Rosemont Society, my foundation. Why?
Now is not the time to be hiding things, given the circumstances. If the prince were to hear about shady business dealings, heads would roll.
I get the feeling that no matter what we do, the prince is suspicious of everyone these days.
At any rate, I have better things to do than stay here and be interrogated. All I can tell you is that Barrel's really the one who is in charge of it. Are you still not talking?
You could say that.
Any regrets?
I don't see why I would have any regrets.
That's no surprise. Personally, I find that giving a child so much power is dangerous. The problem is that you have to watch them all the time. Otherwise, they end up making a mess of things.
You might be right. Barrel didn't wait long before revealing his true nature. There's no denying that I'm at least partly to blame for the situation.
Indeed. I would have done something about it, and he would have begged me for forgiveness. Do you really think you'll have time to embrace Fang?
What do you mean?
Well, with all the elders gone, who knows who'll be next?
That's not something I'm willing to discuss with you.
Suit yourself.
No, excuse me, I have to go.
Of course.
Elders are dropping like flies, and he's the oldest left.
There's no point in insisting.
The prince didn't ask you for your opinion.
Hazel can't just ignore me and then call me in like this. Now get out of here before I make your blood boil.
Mr. Siaka, you're taking a big risk.
Goodbye.
Sorry, I don't really have time for this.
Now she's sending you.
Run into some trouble with the prince?
That's a question to ask Hazel. She's the one who doesn't know what she wants.
You seem unusually tense. Are you sure she's the problem?
Obviously, the whole situation is a nightmare, but Hazel's not helping. She's obviously overwhelmed, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. I don't know how you still put up with her.
You owe your place in the Primogen to her.
What, you think I don't know that? I've always done my best to keep her from screwing things up. But when she reached out to Hartford...
Is there a problem with Hartford?
I told Hazel we can't trust them.
Do you have any evidence to support what you're suggesting?
She doesn't know Deneb the way I do. She wouldn't listen to my warnings.
Her plan was bold.
Risky is a better adjective. After what happened last night, I'm not sure you realize just how deep the shit we are in goes.
And I suppose you have the solution?
Maybe. Not that I'm happy about it. There's interesting stuff going on in other places. Boston's not the center of the universe.
We don't know who can be trusted. This is no time to leave. If the prince has kept you in the dark, she must have had a good reason for it. Just look at what happened.
Open your eyes, Caleb! The Boston Camarilla is crumbling before our eyes! What are the odds we survive?
If you leave now, you're no better than our enemies.
You're one to talk. You know what it's like to feel called to be elsewhere.
That has nothing to do with this. Salem isn't elsewhere. You won't be any safer there.
It's just a starting point. We thaumaturgs will find a way to deal with it.
I see that you've planned for everything.
I've already lost too much time. You shouldn't waste your time either.
If you leave, Hazel will catch up with you.
What do you mean?
You know, she doesn't like people who have been disloyal, especially now.
Hazel doesn't need new enemies. She should be wary.
Be careful.
Goodbye, Caleb.
He's running.
Reading tarot. For those who are uncertain as to what the future holds for them.
Sorry, Mr. Bazori. Miss Drory's quarters are off limits.
What's going on here?
Mr. Leto's orders. We've got to clean up.
Okay. So check on Richard and so the last one is over here. I talked to Hilda. I did not talk to Richard. Did he make it back?
It's locked from the inside.
Nope. That ain't happening. Okay. Should I, store some of that just in case? Okay. Where am I supposed to go? This way? Elevators? Where was the exit? Was it straight out this way? To the center? I forget where I was supposed to go. Up?
The prince is ready to see you
now. Fine.
Great.
Caleb.
My prince.
We were expecting you.
How may I be of service to you this time?
One thing at a time. The situation has changed. The money is gone. The accounts have been emptied.
What? That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The situation is dire.
Moore would never have done it on his own. He would never have dared.
I agree. It's much too bold a move for him, and that's what concerns me the most. Someone used him to attack us. Someone who was extremely well prepared.
I spoke with Beryl. He's up to something.
The problem with your child is that he's always up to something. How am I supposed to know if it's not in my best interest?
We must keep an eye on him.
You're not telling me everything, Caleb. I'm your prince. You know you can trust me.
I don't understand him anymore. I forbade him from seeing Zufang, but he disobeyed. It's all one big, twisted game for him.
That's a strictly personal matter.
Who knows what he's really hiding?
Of course. Like all the others. It's impossible to have anyone you can trust in this court, even in the middle of the worst crisis we've ever faced. Failure is a luxury we will soon be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
What did you think about Richard Dunham's file?
Money that should be going to me seems to go missing whenever he touches it. Richard is far too important to me. I can't afford to upset him now. But if his research doesn't pay off soon, I won't hesitate to show him my disappointment.
Did you read Jorodori's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances. Or this, Katapotis. What on earth is it?
I've got no idea.
It doesn't add up. It seemed important to her.
But she's not here to shed any light on it. I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you. Delsin was able to track down the men who attacked us.
It wasn't easy, but it was impossible for them to disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more. Who knows what they're up to out there?
How is it we didn't notice a thing?
They have abundant resources, and we're short on eyes.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the people responsible for the situation later. Our most pressing issue is preventing them from striking us again.
How?
You're going to go there and kill their leader.
Assassin mission.
As I've said before, you can count on me.
Good. That's what I was hoping you'd say. When the time comes, I won't forget to reward those who've been loyal to me.
I won't let you down. What's the plan?
They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point. As far as we can tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by boat. To avoid drawing attention to themselves, they've chosen to employ only small craft. There are bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over. Do you get the picture?
You want me to disguise myself as a body to be evacuated?
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
It's risky, but it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight. After that, there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all the preparations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
We know where they are. Why go through their warehouse?
Charging into Long Island blind would be far too risky.
And with a traitor in our midst, I'd rather keep this to a small circle of trusted people.
There's always a traitor.
To avoid any other unpleasant surprises.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, you'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much. They're very careful. He was sent from the Vatican, and he brought other fanatics with him. If he's here, it means that Rome has faith in him, and that can't be good for us.
He's got to be taken out.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems that the kind are trying to get a better understanding of us in order to hunt us more effectively. These priests have been our enemies for ages. They have knowledge.
Putting an end to them is crucial. We must keep our enemies from unifying their strength.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I fail? Do you have a backup plan?
Caleb, you won't fail. You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Bazori.
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitors, my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your
he's not
plans.
the one who's going to
We
deal
can't
with
take
traitor.
the
Got
slightest
it.
risk.
He gets to be attack force.
All right.
It's probably a better
I've
skill
heard
for him
enough.
anyway.
Very well. Then you should get going. We've already lost enough time.
Very well. My prince.
I really need a new chair. This thing's creaky and clanky. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I'm not very good at persuasions. Whatever. We are back to MM. Okay, so she was social. Okay, disciplines. Celerity and silver tongue. Actually, I don't have enough for both. I'm gonna put up one of these instead. Try that.
I'm guessing you tipped Pizori off to the traitor?
Yes.
Any news?
Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. Congratulations on your negotiations with the Chantry. Our agreement with Hartford is crucial.
I almost didn't make it out. I could have ended up a guinea pig in their strange experiments.
Don't be ridiculous. We would have realized you'd gone missing soon enough. I would have sent someone to get you. Ugh, that's enough brooding. That's not why I brought you here. I have a new favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delson and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delson?
We need to blind them, from the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You proved you were reliable with Hartford. We need your skill sets for such a risky and vital task.
That's precisely what's got me on edge.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, MM. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right. How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right. What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it. Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security. Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
I see. So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people. So we might as well send in the riffraff. The Anarchs could do the job.
Come again?
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales, that's all.
They can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us, let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the Anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah. Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every Anarch I know to ask for their help.
There's only one Anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in charge of the various Anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money, favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task, not even your sire. I don't want the Council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, MM. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
All right.
There you are. I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Don't apologize. I missed you, McAndrews. The Jefferson Library, it was hell. I really thought I wasn't gonna make it, that I wouldn't see you again.
Excuse me?
That's all that inspires in you?
You haven't spoken to me like that since our breakup. I'm just a little surprised.
What are you talking about? We never...
Broke up? It's been 30 years, Amem.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Yeah.
Come on, tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever. I really thought that I mean, you know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
When I was there, with the Tremere, I saw things, glimpses of the past. It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past. I guess that's what Osborne meant when he told me about the memories.
What exactly did you see?
I saw my attack with the Knights. I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want.
Okay.
That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how upsetting it must have been.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me.
I'm sorry, I've gotta go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
Fine. I'll just make your life miserable until you spill the beans.
Seriously?
You know how stubborn I can be when I want something.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well, let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try. Hey, Sylvia.
Hey, how are things? Let me know if you need anything.
Is there any point to this lounge?
Do you think we have time to just laze around? You need to.
I'd better hurry. A direct route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog. The Swan's Nest. I hope it's worth it. I didn't know Hazel was into music.
BFDAC? G. BFDAC.
There are faint marks on the wall.
Is that Kiev? Okay. No one likes Beryl.
I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol. There are faint marks on the wall.
I need a key to open that first.
It's Miley?
Man?
Miley, that you?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Shh, it's not important. How are you doing? I heard you almost didn't make it. I didn't think it was that serious. How are you holding up?
They destroyed my face. I have a hard time talking.
It's okay. It's okay. The bastards. Who the hell did this to you?
Incendiary bullet. Caught fire in seconds. My skin peeled off. My eye melted.
Okay, I think I get it. Ugh. You're gonna be alright, you hear? You're a fighter.
I won't tell Hazel. But you have to leave. She doesn't like visitors.
It'll only take me a sec. I understand better now why Dijon never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead. Hazel had another child before Miley? Shit, I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised.
Pattern of dead children. Alright, what did I say it was? BFDAC. BFDAC.
There are faint marks on the wall.
Oops.
I wonder if... That noise. Something moved.
This, right? No? What moved?
That explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep. Bazori is a loyal dog, and Hazel's got him on a short leash. Hazel said there was an accident, but it was actually an execution. If Leisha were to find out... So Hazel has her eye on my clubs. Ugh, politics. Always politics. What's her game? Is this how she thanks her allies?
Is that all I'm supposed to see? I can't put everything back? I guess that's it. This looks like, it really does look like it's supposed to be something. Nothing. I guess that's it. I saw their hidden stuff.
I should go. It's gonna be a long night. First, the Anarchs. But I have to find them first.
Okay. I clearly missed something. I read the files. I guess maybe there's something else before I went up to her office I missed. Interesting. Let's keep going. Uh-huh. More lockpicking? So we know Halsey's dead. They're messing with her head. Oh, she's in Richard's room.
Halsey? Yes, Mom. I'm here.
Hold on, didn't we get a disc at the...
What is he talking about?
Alright.
Hey, Pumpkin. What are you looking at? The picture. It's scary.
Come now. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're not going to be afraid of a couple paintings now, are you?
No, but...
Yes, I know. It's Richard. He was angry, but he wasn't angry with you. You know...
I don't think he is. He doesn't like me following you around.
Yes, but it's because he worries you'll get hurt. Pumpkin, there are much more serious things going on right now.
Those people who put us into boxes.
Yes, them. But don't be scared. Mommy's here.
I know.
I won't.
It's kind of sad knowing she's just talking to a ghost.
There you are.
Where have you been? I've been looking for you since I got back, but...
The prince hasn't given me a moment's rest since I returned.
I won't hide the fact that I was happy that you were the one to... well...
That I informed them about the Second Inquisition. Yes, I can imagine.
Everyone's petrified. I can sense it.
Hazel lost it when she found out. I had a hard time convincing her I was telling the truth.
I admit that even I...
She's going to ask for your help, I'm sure of it. She didn't follow your treatment protocol. Usually, I give you your treatment when you awaken. You'll become more and more overwhelmed by your visions and your hallucinations. All this because she's afraid. Hazel has become dependent on you.
Don't you think you're blowing things a bit out of proportion? Dependent on me?
On your visions, of course. Don't you understand? She didn't bring them up?
She did mention them in passing.
She needs your premonitions to help her anticipate the future, to try to influence the course of events.
She would like to, you mean?
What do you mean by that?
They're strange images.
You mean to say they're symbolic?
That's it, symbolic, I guess. But it's hard to say what they could mean.
That's why I don't think it's a good idea to encourage Hazel to think she can rely on your visions to serve her own ambitions. Here's a dose of your treatment. Take it immediately.
This will rid me of my premonitions, is that it?
I don't have time to break this to you gently. I have to go straight to the point.
What are you talking about?
Leisha, Halsey isn't real.
What?
It's not true, is it?
You're the only one who sees her.
No.
Our family has a gift for seeing things.
No, Halsey is my daughter.
In your mind. It's always difficult to pull you away from her. That's why I try to treat you as soon as you awaken, to keep Halsey from reappearing.
He's lying, Mom! He hates me!
You're either lying or you're wrong. I don't know which, but it's not true.
Leisha!
Except the other girl just corroborated it.
When your hallucinations increase, your premonitions do too. They become more specific and more reliable. And that's what the prince wants. But you grow increasingly catatonic. Halsey starts to take over.
No! I don't want you to leave me!
Enough!
Uh-oh.
Shut up, both of you!
It's just you and me, Leisha.
Oh, no.
He's a liar! It's not true!
I regret having to inflict this terrible shock on you, each and every time.
Every time?
Leisha, the prince wants to see you, immediately.
Yes, of course. Just a minute.
I'm not supposed to be here. I should have left for the Red Salon already.
Why? No, you can't just leave like that. I have too many questions.
Hazel doesn't like to wait.
We'll have time. Go now. Obey the prince, Leisha. Stay where it's safe, and above all, drink.
There.
I'm coming.
Oh, pants are flipping through the coat there.
Leisha, I wanted to thank both of you for...
The prince sees me. See, Mom? Richard's a liar.
Are you all right, Leisha? You seem...
Quit pretending.
Come now, Leisha. What's wrong?
You've been pretending to see Halsey since the very beginning. Why did you lie to me?
Lie to you? I didn't lie to you. Halsey is part of you, and I accept you just the way you are. That's all.
Oh, I see.
You are the only one I trust. Tell me, why would I play games with you?
That's exactly the question I'm asking you.
It's more complicated than it seems. Halsey has made you better. And in my opinion, she's good for you.
I don't know about that, but I don't like feeling like I'm being toyed with.
Nobody is toying with you. It's quite the contrary. We all need you. Now, more than ever before. You need to help us.
Obviously. But what exactly do you want me to do this time?
An impression, an opinion about what's going on.
A premonition, basically.
Don't take it like that. Others are less scrupulous than I, believe me.
What are you talking about?
Richard, for one, who has manipulated your memory multiple times.
What?
Ask him about it. Just know that there are far worse than me creeping around you, Leisha.
Mom?
It's not as simple as that. I don't choose when they happen.
Mom! Mom, listen to me.
Yes, sweetie. What is it?
There's no point. The swan will lose its head in 2 days. I just saw it. We know, Mom.
What's going on? Leisha, is Halsey speaking to you? What is she saying?
Halsey sees a swan. It'll lose its head in 2 days. But that could mean a lot of things.
It's not very clear, you mean?
Nothing's ever certain, and...
Of course. There's got to be a way to shuffle things. There must. Not after everything I've done. I won't believe it.
Hazel,
Please leave. I need to think.
As you wish. Damn it. I don't know who to believe anymore. Richard or Hazel.
Please, Mom. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Oh.
You don't exist. You're just in my head.
Please don't leave me. Let me stay with you, Mom.
No. Richard is right. I need to get better.
She still has visions of a red door. Is it Halsey? Is it a memory of what happened to her?
Damn it. That hallway again. And my memory loss. Halsey. Oh, shit. I have to find Richard at the Red Salon. He's gonna have to explain this.
Okay. Okay. So we have a timeline again. It looks like Lacia's first at 9 p.m., then Caleb at 10 p.m., and MM at 11:30. Right? So I guess we'll go in order this time, starting with Lacia. Okay, sorry guys, we had a little technical difficulties in that chapter, so we'll cut it here for today and we'll replay Lacia's chapter next time. So, see you then.